94.7 Asempa FM, Sunny all talk all day. Ekosiisen Jumedi no asugusu awutie no. Me dey your say bom so from you be make say lawyer Andre Japamesa, medical man akwa badada mwaten nka ewo studio ha sound so and lawyer Baba Jamal ono ye former MP Akwetia constituency wabekansa ewo studio ha lawyer akwa bana efsen
Nyame adom minua
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
obade adom bibia boko na abatro etuye ena sebe enema bia nkoyi kakra na yegusu edi ho abobo enya NCP yegusu a yehwe ni nyame be na yekeka enema sieni na nokra ewa abatro no yede be batudwa na kwan pa ebe faso na omanyi asomdwe no atena bebiewo na minua onze nipa baako na ko nipa baako ntumi nko nipa mienu na ko enti sentiase be dwuma na ntiase na be fie afanu no ina abetodwa class electoral commission sebe omadwuma no ankon ze na yi na epe no electoral commission for the first time in the history of this country no calculations grow when who calculate calculation keke
ewo de hen no
additions any divisions no multiplication simple basic mathematical calculations when they calculate
constituency and say presidential
presidential na making so no ababontia ba say first way figures no debate to problem
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
correct
but that was not the statement. I don't know if
what
you
was
saw
the statement.
So the statement and they said the commission chairperson inadvertently, rather than saying Oyusu total valid vote, Onukoko Yusu total vote cast. In the statement by said the number Oyusu should have been total valid vote.
I beg you. Let's state facts.
But that's the fact. That's what's in the statement.
Let's state facts. Don't let us dress anything. Because in declaring an election in a country like this,
yes,
the whole country can
go up in
flames. And he needs to check and cross check. And why they especially when you are not bound by any time, when you are not under any obligation to declare it within a particular time. So what you need to do is to take your time. And there have been precedents in this country where the thing has taken 72 hours before the declaration is done. And we expect to say Uber Tobuase. Now why you be because in fact, if this thing was done in coalition as it's supposed to be done with all parties concerned, and KBN could be better, will be to me who are pointed out. Send a year of first. Go be who I may point out, but to go up and say, me ko use valid vote cast, na mako use total vote cast, and giving somebody, assigning somebody with some percentage, and then assigning other people with some percentage. And I be anke muhu yeno, omakasoki, omuhu instead of say be anko, you better boy send a Ghana for Nankopon inside down my insiatu boy, unse baby or grand common to Bazgra, and Kabian no let us say, will be mobile.
Yeah, but the statement made the point, sir, in calculating in calculating the percentages, no. Omo use valid vote cast and they calculate percentages.
But you see,
and that's why it didn't change.
No, but listen. What is she supposed to do? Whatever way you put it, there have been an error. Whatever way you put it, there have been an error.
In terms of the announcement.
Whatever way you look at it, there had been an error. That is the basic line. Whatever way you do it, inadvertently, whatever, there had been an error in the figure announced by the Electoral Commission. That's that's the most important. And that's what I'm saying, that we are not looking at what is written on the paper. It is the announcement that always causes the trouble. So what must say? So this is an American say calculations of Bayano, because you see in mathematics, it's game of numbers. In TV 0.1 kra. We point in if you now the one yepe about different figure. And when you are doing those things, it is important that we take our time. And I because I said, no, Nema, and then I'm what, you know, we are on another 50.13 in the first one. Yes, I didn't reduce by 50.9 or something. All these things are things
50.9 officially, and as a monamoka.
That is what the calculation we're using the total valid vote or whatever, total vote cast or whatever. Now we use you know. That is what will come to. I'm not sure of the numbers.
Yeah,
but
whatever, that is what the statement
I'm not
corrected.
sure of the numbers,
Okay,
but whatever it is, no. I was seeing G2 said there have been an error in the announcement.
Which error has been corrected?
My brother, corrected or not corrected? If when they announced it, no problems here, maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunity to come and correct. That's what I'm saying. We thank God.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
And as a party with the presidential results, no more specific challenge with
we have
presidential
rejected
results.
it, so I'm not going to go into details about that. We have rejected it, that it is not credible. We have rejected it based on certain figures that are even coming out now. And saying what to say, upper east, the one constituency, almost swap presidential results, no, and it's on the social media. They've done a press conference. We have seen that of Krobo. Our figure has reduced by 3,000 or so. So these figures we are collecting all those things, and at the appropriate time, we will let the country do what? Know all these figures. So what must say? And that is why we are saying that we have rejected it. When you come to the parliamentary...
No, before the parliamentary, on the presidential, no, we are part of the party's legal team.
Yes.
Has a decision been taken to go to court?
We will come back to the public very soon.
Okay.
Very soon.
By option on the table?
Every option is available. We will explore all options and decide on the best that will suit our cause or that will serve our interests. So all options are available. For now, I cannot tell you that we are pursuing option 1 and I call by option 2. But options now, and at the end of the day, you be option back on so all. You be move from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So what must say because options be brave. So you move step by step. So what must say. So that is on the presidential, and I'm certain we'll definitely come back to the nation very very soon.
With concrete evidence.
Whatever you will see what will come, because we won't come. We are not speaking. You see, whatever we are saying, we are not saying things out of our own will. So what must say. We are saying things based on facts.
Asempa
and we
FM.
come up with facts, not say candy and no come with facts, because we are dealing with it's a serious business. Governance is serious business, and now they be diagro. So what?
But would you say so far in more communication with the Ghanaian public, more alleged rigging, irregularities without proving anything so far? But the thing about so and for example, say, initially you raised the issue of the Eastern region. Eastern region say result be a by, later another result be by. But you did not raise it now as a problem.
Oh no. Listen.
Is it say explanation free easy or by
listen to what happened. I am the one who went to Eastern region.
Yes.
I am the one who led the team to Eastern region. So okay, Eastern region as a man. I am the one sitting here. That is where I operated the election day and then the counting. I went there with my election team.
Regional Coalition Center.
Regional Coalition Center, EC Regional Coalition Center. Okay, I said in the beginning, we boycotted the initial coalition. I led the boycott. So Eastern region in nothing over. What happened was that the Electoral Commission calculated the results without one constituency.
Yes.
Namikacho said, calculation is even a problem now. They normal fail form. I feel bibia momra mesan ya besan ye ko hu ye no na one constituency in count.
And who found out?
Hold on. And it's a modi anudi kaimba. Na echire
Asempa
mo found it out because it's not who found out. Mo found it out.
Okay.
Na mo found out na mo ka say na ma san ko fail foforo. When I can't say no, you test here because one can be behind. And that second one, we are saying.
Okay.
So when we raise concerns about it, are we not legitimate?
But the point is, when you were signing the first one, as a rep for your party, when who said constituency back is missing?
Thank you.
You didn't see that?
You see. Sometimes when the electoral commission fills the form and give you, like they collated their results and said that we are declaring without Techiman South. Can you challenge them?
Yeah.
Can you challenge them?
No.
So what you give us when we check all the constituencies that we know we have is correct, and we say, what is our mistake here? What's our mistake here?
No, but you know the number of constituencies in the eastern region.
So you see, if we know, but you see, what you should have told us is that you are signing this one without one particular constituency. You should have told it.
Easy for
no, yes. You are letters. Oh, we are more sign, we count. So maybe later when it comes, it will be added. As the electoral commission at national date, she told the nation, say, I'm declaring this result minus Tachima South.
Yeah, but all parties at the National Coalition Center had signed on to that before the EC declared.
We didn't sign. Who told you we signed that one? The national one. Who told you?
But you don't necessarily have to sign.
No, but we didn't sign. So don't say we signed.
No,
just don't say we signed. We didn't sign. We didn't sign.
At the National Coalition Center, you didn't sign. Fair but you made the point, you say EC
in announcing it.
Good. But at the regional level, when the document was given you,
yes.
Baba Jamal represented NDC and any other.
I didn't. Yes, I'm not
any
the one
other,
who signed.
any other person represented NDC.
Coincidentally, the other guy too is Baba Jamal. So.
Oh wow!
In the eastern region.
That's an interesting coincidence.
Interesting.
You know, but it is a say eastern region 33 constituencies never.
Yes.
Yes, I mean sign document be. Document contain 32 constituencies. Why should I sign?
Why shouldn't I sign when the person who is in charge of the election is saying that this is what we have?
Wow.
Why shouldn't I sign? Why shouldn't I sign? So what man say? You are asking me the question. It's like, why shouldn't I sign when the person who is in charge of it says this is what is available to? And that was the reason why we left the polling station in the beginning. We went there in the morning. They came and declared the first 3 results at 10:30. We sat there until 2 o'clock, and there was no result. Even though we know that those results are supposed to have been in the so we followed the EC boss into her office and asked her, and she said that she was checking it and faxing it to national before she told her, why should it be so? You should at least show it to us. Let's compare the pink sheets. Then when we compare and it is okay, then you can do what? You can send it. But
at the time, I'm more pink sheets.
No, you know pink sheet. No, you could have pink sheet. I says one. I invite you on 8 o'clock and buy a better now. That is why we got angry and said no, something fishy is going on. That is it. So initially, say Utia, we boycotted the initial. It was later.
And I'm mobile.
So things didn't go the way we expect it to go.
At the time later, I know the end of and no certain hot to even say.
No, we were not there at all. We were not there at all. But they called Jamal to go back, but he refused to sign.
Okay. Because of course, the law even says not more than 2 people can sign it.
Whatever. Even if you don't sign, the electoral commission declares it. It has declared it. So that is the electoral law. But at least you have your right to decide whether to sign or not to sign. So So that is the position.
The explanation with Eastern India Matthias here and yet.
So far, we have not. That's something that we are coming out fully on all those things. So that will be a better say and you say a buapayobi. But it is because we are all working within the legal tenets of elections. And because every step of the election is controlled by law. Every step. And that is why what is happening in Techiman South now, we are all surprised. Because Techiman South also what declare. Yaba also yepe declaration form. Meaning we are entitled to it.
Yeah.
Whether we were there or not there, no. We came and we asked the election. Ekosiisen. Election no declare. One kind. This what declare their form now.
That is Techiman South.
Techiman South. My bako. Also wouldn't be now the courage. Meanwhile, by law, you are supposed to give us a copy.
But didn't he give your agent at the
No, there was no agent at that place. Even when there was agent, the agent was not part of the final coalition.
The coalition center, the constituency.
Oh
You
yes,
mean?
Yes. When our agents were not there to sign.
No more.
I mean, the confusion that got them. 3 people are already dead.
Okay.
How do you get people to come and sit down and do this? 3 people died, and 5 people got injured. I have been in Techiman for 3 days. So I went to all those people who were sick, who were wounded, and I saw everybody with my eyes. What must I say? 3 people, Yokuchia, Omabusia for 18-year boy, and then 29 or so year man with 4 children. If you look at it, it's so sad. So what might be just because of election, we lose these precious lives. So in American, I say, ye na ye dim rano so pa and ye no problem.
But video never out, Baba. Who say moko intimidate man? Now say mo also do.
Oh, me that's the one name in the first place. Yeah, call them on year 7 pay. Woman who me na your mom call for president.
Oh, media men and
media men. Yeah, call in year 7 me. At the wood.
Yeah.
We had the 2 lawyers and then Bevlolate. Then General Secretary. Collins Dauda, our candidate and our election director.
Okay.
These are the official 7 people.
Inside.
But who be intimidation? Soldier for go no pay me 15. According to Omahin Mesa Inana or almost Bruce Akra because checks on the ground Bruce 30 kra. So what was it? Police for go. Helicopter namsrua guide intimidation ye come agwe ye koyen so no enye say on adam ha no they say we hear them here it so be Facebook definitely say nipa be 7 ba na obi habechire enti eye dan mu na dan mu so but no the ballot boxes ni material no egu obebre enti na ma dan mu adan a chekakara enti na hu say wa woni mu president won say na bia fufu gina table so na person munya good view. That is what happened. And it's obi baka chiro say bia ye cause ye ko intimidate ye ko yen so no on just the short video but we full video na ye transfer or can I say more than 10 minutes or no or briefly what has happened. No my agonya.
And this is the
returning officer
at the district.
Okay. For Techima.
Okay.
No my agonya na transfer. And he bisa no can ask him how he started. In fact, he gave us information we didn't even have. At the end of the day, no, okay. Also, we declare results no there. Can you give us a copy of the declaration? Oh, now, say only bino. In fact, it surprised all of us. And the so sorry. Do you understand? It's like how can a returning officer say what declare results? Now we need copy.
Yeah. Ekosiisen
because at the point when Wakra say offer election director and so go omra meden and sign an election director na yen anko na is okay why you know my copy returning officer what see yanko region so a region from they said the right thing because this is they are not supposed to give copies to
I was saying the
returning officer level.
FM.
The returning officer is on farmer. Regions you in Nebidia. That is, as we talk now, we don't have the coalition summary of Techimansa. We don't have it. We don't have the declaration form as claimed they have declared.
But do you have information say other parties in your more?
We don't know.
Okay.
But what we know is that we the all our pink sheets are a Chelsea win election.
Okay, and what you are saying is say pink sheet from all the polling stations in Techiman South more no. Say moko mo numbers munya ebomu. Is it different from what the Electoral Commission announced at the constituency level?
What have they announced? We don't know.
Okay, you don't know what they've announced.
We don't know what they have announced. He claimed he has declared. We don't know which figures he has declared. So what must say?
Okay.
So in go my and copy, then we can do some comparative analysis. One my and copy. Ye nim the AC. On no also declare ye patrol as law requires. My and copy. Also my me encouraging so regions on the to me my next in the and it was a confusion. See, I know how the confusion. And no man share video na no gbevlo catch and say please contribute to the peace of
this country.
Want to know catch them. Say please, your attitude will not help the peace. Because Aro one year by Jadiano. Na se oba na ka se o man na se nkoda yi na se bibi ko sia why na great problem nti na o ya na gbavlo la tro no de o tu no fu say we are all stakeholders, let's all contribute to the peace, because if you are RO, you claim you have declared results, and you say at your district level you don't have a copy of what you have declared, we should go to the region. What does that mean?
In the Mufri Techiman without
it up to now we don't have it. We don't have it up to today.
But if you acquire ahead and declare it is our seat, not MPP seat, what would you do?
We will take action. We won't sit down and look.
On Techiman South.
I'm telling you, we'll take action and we'll take the appropriate actions.
But Mumu believe we say pay more calculation.
We have won that seat. We have won it. You lead on with over 1,000 votes.
And what Techiman South?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
50 two or so. I don't know. I don't remember the figure. According to our list, no. Or more than I'm 49. You win about 2,000 or 2,000 more. And I'm catching on. That's what we have won the seat with. And we are confident about that. Very confident about it. We have all the benches intact. Now, at the appropriate time, we'll do the collations, and everybody, Ghanaians, will see who has won or who has lost.
That's for Techiman South. And
Yes.
of course. And
Now, look at Sine West.
Sine West.
Sadly, sad situation. Many who can say, Yatwa
Asempa
Baby,
FM.
one police station. Up to now, they didn't hear Denkakram to Batok or to back or something. Polling station. And I can presidential. The box is in this.
Okay.
I can presidential. And this is now over 100 vote. MPP now 100 and about 5 or so, or over 100.
Okay.
You now over 300 votes
For that polling
for
station.
that police station.
Okay.
Presidential.
Presidential.
Presidential. Now, and the upper parliamentary. And Senate parliamentary no obi abewu fa box no. Or the Janina police for ni engrofo ye block na
Ekosiisen
girigiri
on Asempa FM.
Oh, okay.
Wow, nya so de ko baby. Wow.
One far box now.
One fam pie the arena of
the
the
coalition
vicinity
center.
of the coalition center.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, the police told us this.
Okay.
They used 7 minutes to recover the box.
Okay.
The police told us.
Okay.
Some used 7 minutes.
7 hours or 7 minutes?
Minutes.
Okay.
Minutes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7.
Okay.
Chineke said, and at all material time, the guy was in their sight. So what must say? Say be
Offer baby.
Offer baby. I said no. So no offer. Hey. So what must say?
Okay.
And I'm
Asempa
I'm
FM.
Gidi no mbeje box no. And the MPP seal that there na no. Eti.
And actually, within
Within that same melee of fighting, struggling, hey, so what must say?
and this is around the coalition center.
Sawa.
Okay.
Minua. Center wa. And the tinti no na koka NDC seal.
Any
EC seal
Okay.
box no.
Okay.
Enti ye de buy na see e be kan MPP for so mo ntiase ne kan. Nia obefa box no so say no abeto dwa say oye MPP executive. Our polling station.
I bet you our hand.
Oh, that is what we have found out, and we can cross check. You can cross check from your people there.
Ekosiisen
You have
on Asempa
representative
Yeah,
there.
we
So
do.
whatever I'm saying here, you can cross check. And I'm you can cross check. And I'm to say, yeah, that is what we have found out. Whatever I'm saying, I'm speaking of what we have found out.
Yeah.
You may also find a different one. And
Yeah.
I'm saying what we have found. So, oh yeah, MPP executive. Say, no court me a daily in 3 months.
3 months, yes, that's true.
Am I? Oh. And you say no, yeah, the box no buy say back and MPP for say omo man kan box.
Asempa FM.
Yen fan coalition center. The coalition center no before you do coalition center the next morning no. Once then you travel into the night no. No ma koje court order be 7 electoral commission say that box should be excluded. It shouldn't be counted. That it has been tampered with. Fine. We don't have a problem with that. So what must say? In the box no the fee sine at the Batechima the regional capital.
Yeah.
And no we one cell.
Omo de aba be she.
And the yaya koye no. And then ansa na ye wenchi and ye te say enkrofo bi akọ so mo pese mo ko a change box or something. In fact, I had to rush from Wenchi to Techima. Until me do Techima no, I went straight to the regional box. Na regional box on any operations no mo okay. Roma almost on my day.
Ekosiisen on
But they've not
Asempa
seen
FM.
anybody come. In okay, I requested to see the ballot box where it is to inspect it. And I'm going to call divisional headquarters. You're going now one cell, see, one cell. Na box back where there's two. Yeah, in prison box. The one box, it's a one prison. And you're quite another 2 padlocks in them. Police for there. And a candidate office in none need the back on Sudan. But your friend are near you because baby only a problem. And we requested the police there. You perceive there another padlock soon. And your home my inquiry because some person will be accused home. To me, I'm a man in the padlock by me, I made the padlock to Santuano. She said, me no kasi padlock me and son down. Ballot box because ballot box never decided. Because presidential is not over 300. Parliament and it follows to say that place is
at that polling station.
No?
You would also win the parliamentary.
We will win very massive, very massive.
So we is our polling station is in China. The other coalition and here for the other polling station. Now I need lead.
Matisse MPP in leading with 60 votes. That's what I've heard.
In the meaning says our polling station now make one.
Yeah, now the MPP winning. That is the information I have now. Saying almost leading by 60. First, almost at 53, but later when they contacted the listener, they say it's 60.
Asempa FM.
But sir, bomb no. But yeah, and that one it is clear that we are taking it.
But flip the coin. Say Bia say mo and previous coalition I am na mu lead. And come remember crime this.
Only a stronghold in Tinga will still
insist. Stronghold there.
No, stronghold under the circumstance.
Yeah.
Hear me? Yeah. Under the circumstance, you seal in that flipping. MPP deal, electoral commission deal. In all cases, no electoral commission seal is the most important seal. Electoral commission seal. It's like we pink sheet on the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we MPP the mama, you then this is the mama. But at the end of the day, no, ye see the no, and ye never then ye be so. Unless there's discrepancies is clear on the face of it. So what must say. And that's why when you're doing collations, or you say electoral commission will do it in collaboration with the party. So you also bring your sheet, you bring the sheet, we look at them. So but always the electoral commission will have more confidence on its presiding officers pink sheets. So
worst case scenario will be to vote again in that polling station.
Yes, possibly. But you see, the precedence in this country and my colleague is here is that electoral commission we in the Juma court to me can
yeah.
Say me no cause electoral commission we in the Juma.
I was Senate West.
Only in the Juma. In there was electoral commission meaning say the most probable ruling court, no, the most probable. I mean, considering all the facts now, to say the electoral commission should go back and complete its work. Because the decision, you see, where SCB that our cremu, SCB and I'm refi. Akwetia 6 polling stations.
Yeah, I remember.
It was not the court who said we should go and do it. It was the electoral commission on itself who decided, say, since I am here, Jumano, Yanya Den, Yanko. And there have been a lot of cases in that direction. And the worst scenario, let's say, okay, but considering the situation of the box now, I will have every confidence the electoral commission will say once the seal was no. At the end of the day, only Bakunu defeat center hoko baby. Yes, and young kind old box room. Dear kind, none you will be a benano. And no but me at the end, you can now go to court and say that that police station was temporary. To me, in my view, no, I think that the worst scenario will be see about trouble. But you see, we should all avoid that. We didn't see you because you can't see a trouble but talk around. Can we say the whole party of MPP and NDC will move into that place.
For just one
and that will be places. The answer Ben will be so that must say, the Ben too much. So that must say, and to me feel say, if anything at all, unless the box is damaged, and the box I saw is not damaged, unless that the box is open. But the box I saw is not open. The only problem on it is the MPP seal. And it's a bar out to say a quan or befa box to say bar out to say so a MPP activist there.
About also NDC activists and so.
Oh, then there is a case. Then there's a problem.
Ekosiisen
So what must say about saying no a MDC Nigeria, then there will be a problem.
There will be a problem.
But from what we have heard, because that community is largely Bato community and Evers. And the boy in the Medical or something. Michael Medical or something. I've not got the name. So, on the ground boy, it's a so now a Batoni. And he said, buy out so or ye end this in we know. But when we went to the community,
and they told you so MP.
We not only me, two teams went. I didn't go to that community, but two teams went to the community. David Adawood, Victor Adawood Kojoga led one team to the constituency. The MP there, Senate Chumesi, he also led another group to that community. And the general secretary, they also led another team. Within these 3 days in America, would have been 3 delegations into that community to find out what happened. And all the results that came say that the boy points to the fact that the boy is an MPP activist.
Okay. And that's for Senate West. I mean, lawyer Mesa Abane, the MPP is also deciding, said they would want to contest Savelugu and some other constituencies. We'll go into them. But lawyer Mesa, Pocho, Ete Baba Jamal, or Leonard colleague, and where they have issues. What would then Pocho?
And then no, it seems to be that they are focused more on the parliamentary than the presidential.
So parliamentary no issues.
The presidential no issues behind you, but we'll contest election. We'll reject results.
Also, what the one fact?
Man, what they work prepare facts. Man, work prepare evidence or whatever. Oh, Padisi. Straws, straws, eh? Say a clutch as straws at the mound. That's about Monday in the 1 week. We need one counter figures or prove there is we election or that will be. And so they've thrown it out there.
Asempa FM.
Obi, what to more? That the election Ibia is what declare man no. And you no win election. But they haven't provided us with any proof. Often the exercise be.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Tato Bato branch.
Tato Bato.
Bato branch.
Okay,
that is the branch where the problem is.
Dispute.
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
Okay.
Obi, on now, I reject results. If you have any problem, they decide to reject results or accept. But the subtle attempt to foment mayhem on no harm. Check at some ways to Ashama, non Tamale, and other places, and that. Akaka also 2012 or Brassport. Oh, Dama. The equalize. Nancy Kroma had 2008. You want some OC or electoral commission. At the time, me do First Atlantic Bank. But we have to get to a point where evidence, not the name of the game. Already 6 or so people, in my view, needlessly. And do we have to continue on that route?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Send the Mosisi Washama na hefa Tamale na places. No, degenerating to a point where the military had to act. No, bimu washiro nkwa. No, but 10 Obasasa outcome of the election na. Obi. Won't you no need demonstration and subtle invitation. Say comments of Sami Jenfimu, say don't get yamu. Even the former president himself. No comments away make one press conference. Indirect invitation to people to get onto the street. Without proof. Oh. Without proof. And so they create a sense. They no asumji ni. I hope and pray and wish that indeed asumji nyampa. Osande obi here.
Asempa FM.
Due process here.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Due process. Onu nei na ya jatum de yesbe ejuma. Electoral Commission will declare results. At that point, they are functions official. And the new protestation, new demonstrations, and new failure to concede, unnecessary. Your only course of action is to go to court. Na court is no waduko. Then krate. At the 2012 elections petition, overvoting pink sheets.
But say, going to court doesn't preclude or prevent you from engaging in other legitimate.
Like what?
Like demonstration.
Demonstration to achieve what? Obi, demonstration about achieve abadi.
To send a certain message.
Which message? To who?
The message that
message to one.
To the Ghanaian
to people. What end? And now action be take be an end game in you. There has to be an objective.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
What objective on your Hindi is to get the election overturned in your favor. Anna, no demonstrations not about. Obi, demonstrations overturn the outcome of an election. Oh yeah, hardcore facts based on the declarations that have been made on the face of the pink sheet. Onu na calculate na say figure ECC, His Excellency the President onye wenya dama. Ebo to maraka
Asempa FM.
Onu na figure ECC former President John Mahama onye no nya dem no onye ya. Na akọ prove. Na moya nwanwa ehu straws back to the straws. Now they are happening on total valid vote cast, not total vote cast, as basis to suggest the EC one calculation. Oh, Obi. Inti ekita paper. A announcement table
Ekosiisen on Asempa
indicate
FM.
figures obi anya valid votes, vote cast, rejected ballots. Now in your announcement, I a mistake that instead of the total valid vote cast figure, about total vote cast on your basis for somebody to say that a real election. That's the basis. Hey, somebody is
but on baby or hate the confidence of the people in the
no, but that's why.
EC.
But that's why
it paints a picture
out,
that
we
have an EC.
No, Obi,
that lacks due diligence.
Due diligence. Due diligence. Oh, watch our attention to detail. Figure now was stated as total valid vote cast.
Yes.
Has it changed?
No.
The figure that they stated as total vote cast, has it changed?
No.
In the announcement, to me a mistake.
No, but the point is, this is a script.
Obi.
On your extempo speech or your scripted.
I agree.
Speech.
Yes.
So in a scripted speech, they make it them. Now, if there is that mistake,
So what's the effect?
Due diligence.
With due diligence.
Attention to detail.
Oh, Obi.
This is like the biggest.
Obi.
activity for the EC chairperson to announce or declare results.
President Mahama figure onye na osesen.
On Sesen.
Nana Akufo-Addo ne figure onye osesen.
No.
Vote cast osesen.
No.
Valid vote osesen.
On Sesen.
So what's the issue?
By in the announcement, no.
Oh,
the vote cast versus valid vote
Thank
cast.
you. Now what about out? Where issue statement there? Oh. Figures some put it out in nano. Are you correct? Now, in my announcement, no, maka valid vote cast. I'm using figure of valid of total vote cast. But them announced statement no or affect the result in any way.
Which is a fact.
Thank you very much. So what's the issue?
The issue is not avoidable.
I mean, no problem. No, you nimpa. Say na announcement no making no. Say resultant effect in the day. Obini vote is saying. Me no problem. Cry. Any argument. But is that what happened? Obi. Is that what happened?
No.
So what's the issue? What is the issue? But of course, other appeals one base. Into when you mentehu and you mentehu
on Asempa FM.
No wait. Into the other will hold on to it. Ah! Nalampa wabaka. There, yeah, mistake.
Asempa FM.
Now, there's formal, or substance. Yes, unavoidable. I agree. But is it unusual for a human being in making an announcement to make a mistake? Is it a person now going to why mistake or you once is a who votes, once is a be another. Or replace what you call the appropriate word in the grammar.
Or interchanging.
Interchange one figure for the other. Actually, neither even concorded. All the figures that she used were actually part of the declaration of the result. None of them are in place of order. The effect is zero. Capital ZERO. Only the basis of rejection now.
Ekosiisen
So
Obi,
yes. Former president issue
pardon.
anti-pardon. Okay, the best
Based on
3,000 votes.
based on what?
What's what the beba?
Man, what baba? Manana. Hey, na nam ne yedi wo krom ha.
Now so 21 days.
Me
to
no
go
problem.
to court.
Into be busy out there. At the point that they're making this allegation, basis no hin. What man yaka pe basis aba. Is that it? Ononin. Hia na ye pe asumdue Obi. Ghana pe nyikure na ye wo. Amamuntu
Asempa
move
FM.
Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast because French and Malamanti. French musu or chapel. Man van go baby abiem. It's yes one. Yes one. People want to live in peace and enjoy their country. Say say facts, figures are all contrary to what the electoral commission will produce.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Go to court. But one call. Obi, must one call, baby.
Why?
Oh, never one strategy now. Focus on the parliamentary. The presidential, focus on the parliamentary. Try and see whether we can manage to get majority. They are cause havoc. That's all. One game plan, man. That party say anymore now. Obi I saw there's a behave them and nephew masaba. I won't opo. The NDC. That's their game plan.
But on the parliamentary,
Because
you know,
instances are maintain
Okay, then.
What's there? What dispatch crack team of
lawyers
to go to those constituencies?
Yes.
Why? Not only presidential, no, us we no, dedicated crack team of lawyers.
So votes if you constituency no.
Oh, what's the disputed constituencies? So he actually listed them. So we also Takwa,
Yes.
Iskado Keten,
Yes.
Techiman South.
Techiman South,
He
Senate.
listed them out of the 275. These are the only ones.
What is Senate West?
On the market out there, look at the content of what it is that they're saying. And one word, but yeah, Baba Jama Moyewa, the team that went to Techiman South.
Yes.
Why? Because they want that seat to aid in their mayhem, havoc at Parliament.
Okay.
That's all. That's all. That's all.
To take government to ransom.
That's all. But who will suffer? The people of Ghana. So you should know them for who they are. One objective. It's not altruistic. It's not nationalistic. Oh, Ekasa Metina ho. Masrao. Masrao. Masrao.
O kasache.
Masrao.
Why we ya obebe.
Ekasa Metina. Miye kum na mo show. Because they game plan. But it's not going to happen.
On Asempa FM.
Thankfully. Now, if they have issues with the Chiman South, now I am the electoral laws on Kade, even the results should be pasted at specific locations.
Yes. At every polling station, it should be.
So why are they going to the electoral officer's office?
In Nagawan, every polling station.
Thank you. One more copy.
Oh, yeah, Jumo then.
Obi. You know when we got our results.
But he said that
Just-
what's it? They want a reference point. Something
Reference.
to compare this with.
Compare what? Something to compare what?
The return officer has declared
Chief, Obi.
What did he declare?
Don't buy this Kwekwanasi stories.
No, I'm only repeating what he said.
Don't buy these Kwekwanasi stories. Collation of what? No way.
Of result.
Of result of what?
From polling station.
Thank you very much. So if you have it, MPP result order, NDC result order, GUM result order, all other contestants result order.
Yeah.
As I calculate what candidate any more than MPP candidate.
Yeah.
Now easy we declare there what candidate will lose.
Yeah.
Ekosiisen on
Where
Asempa
is your
FM.
course of action? Where? Mbakache
No, me too.
me besa wasam ne ya na mo bofu. Masraw. With all due respect. O send the electoral laws was can be. Where's your course of action? Is it not your evidence that you put together
Yeah.
and go and file your petition at the court?
At the High Court.
Isu ekunoma. Obi. Sekanutwu woma. Delegations ma fi Accra wom. Crack. Yes, he's a crack lawyer.
Ono na Daudu.
Yeah, Victor. Hey, unbelievable. Masa mo hun tape na mo drew. Masa na Paris pa.
Asempa FM.
Papai, what's the name gum? No. What kind of thing is this? Why do this? Obi,
I know her, Papa.
look, I was shocked. My good friend Bevlo probably is listening to me. Syria. Oh no.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
But why not on your legitimate
Oh,
action?
Obi, yeah. What's the name paying now? But I didn't know now. How na Pentecost?
Yeah, why didn't you know who coin? Now, so you know the fat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not applicable in this case. I feel that electoral commission letter to the chairperson or the returning officer. NDC one letterhead.
Oh, okay.
Add all your facts and say that we want the collation slip so that we can buttress whatever case that we have to the court. Kejine Pependo, feeble man with all the forces of your party, including the former national security coordinator. Hey! Larry Beblolati. You troop this poor man's office with this number of people. Baba Jamal, please, Maman Kamasam. Are you the host?
Baba,
Are you the host? Are you the host of the program?
Baba, I'll come to you. You have time. Why? Don't worry.
Straws! Clutching at
Ekosiisen
straws.
on Asempa FM. Asempa
Now,
FM.
yeah. The elections that you have lost, oh. You have lost flat. And see, I want our package, Mr. Mahama. Why? Nesisi our pedal molding. In a setting, oh, no, a peaceful man. And Adam. But he himself told us that his party was born out of violence. Not too long ago, Obi okay in Cherry, I was West here, issue 2019. Yeah, Mr. Mahama told us. But we beg you people, oh, please, we beg you. Nana Akufo-Addo, what to about 2012 results also on to me. Yes, there were a few skirmishes. Unfortunate. But as a responsible leader, as a firm believer in the rule of law, as a firm believer in due process, file a petition. Call Supreme Court. 8 months, court would decide one ruling. Or say, I disagree, but I accept.
Ekosiisen
You govern
on
in
Asempa
peace.
FM.
For the remainder of your term. Ghana for who incompetence, no what to abetiao. Na ban papa ba. Wabo bejuma 4 years we renew the mandate. Eshenen tasa yes one. We have young kids. We have families. One more peace on prevail.
Lawyer, Lucas Okofrodia was sending me a quote, to be a quote attributed to John Stone, and it says, "One reason people insist that you use the proper channels to change things is because they have control of the proper channels, and they are confident it won't work."
Obi, now and see, I say you don't get your catcher in 2012. Every idiot can go to court. No, our control over those channels. Oh no, I want to know. No, Obi Misrawa. I'm busy rhetorical question.
Can I come?
Oh, Baba Jamal, what's your problem? Why are you prematurely ejaculating here like that? Take your time.
Fawanu sinamon kono hombra. Aye.
And see, I mean, to toss one. Ghana full. They are begging you, NDC people. Ghana for one.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Worry. Okay. Go to court if you think that, but they won't go. The market short, they won't go anywhere.
Because of a game.
Game.
Okay.
You are playing a game. That's it.
Enoch Kenyano Kaswa, and he says, "Good evening, Obi. How can they go to court when they have no evidence yet? Till tomorrow, they've still not told us the percentage of votes their candidate got, according to their own calculations, because they know their candidate lost the election. Congratulations to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Honorable Mavis Hawa Komsin." We say, "Senior, is that Baba Jamal in your studio? Record him and record him again and keep it safe and safer again. He can turn water into wine with words in event reporting." Ose Baba. Okay. Where KSQ and on the way about. Yes.
This issue has been settled. I think Mesa was there, or were you? Okay, maybe it's not you. When the GJA has come out with a report about this,
Oh, no, but I don't think that's what he's referring to.
That is what he's trying to refer to. But I wanted the whole world. I've decided not to talk about that again because it is a lie that was concocted on me.
Okay.
Now, if I talk quietly, simply, baby, a mess away, Mr. Chief, say, Abam Papa bedi 4 years. In one election, Molusu over 30 seats. It had never happened in the history of this country. So one government in one election, Molusu 36 seats. It has never happened until Abam Papa no any.
But that might not be factual, lawyer.
Over 30 seats, no. Over 30 seats. No.
In 2016, the NDC lost over
How
40
many
seats.
How many seats? No,
40.
go and do the calculations well.
No, we've done it here in studio.
Please, have you done it here?
On Monday or Tuesday, we did it here. With
Please,
our
if you
parliamentary
can,
correspondent.
if you can check the
in
facts for me.
2012, 2016.
Okay, whatever it is, maybe you have the facts. But what I'm saying is,
Asempa
Abam Papa na will say, Abam Papa na bano. In one election, Molusu 36 seats. Timio. Not to talk about the ones you suffered during the primaries. They no crank on the energy cross with 40 that walk on the ground. So, but that's why maybe I was doing that.
Ekosiisen
Now,
on
too,
Asempa FM.
according to your figures, we need the last election by over about 1,900,000 and something. This time, you have reduced to about according to 500 and something, and you still claim say Abam Papa by ending no etrosumo. You don't see that as a vote of no confidence in your government. When you talk about say we are concentrating on the president, I'm happy you gave him the right answer. Say the results no fee constituencies in the national. The national is one big constituency. So what must say? And we say we have rejected it and we are working on it. Once I showed you something, I don't want to put that in the public domain, but I showed it to you if you read it. We are not just talking. We want, you see, look at Nanado when he lost 2012. Look at how long it took him to go to court. I didn't know that I'm not a mushi or brass was not muye de no. I didn't know court straight. I didn't know court straight. Mushi or Brasport, why didn't you go to Bradford Street? Because when him say, who called to the Okwa, wait make an opera about him, but who called to the no, so did they? Evidence.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
So what we are doing now, we don't just want to go take any action based on like rumors. And the lawyers also can also just 5 constituencies. In any case, it is not all the constituencies that we have problem with the presidential elections. It's not all constituencies but some of the constituencies, because when we come to the presidential, it's all come together to become one. You can't reject some and accept some. So you reject it all together or you accept it all together. Then when we come into the details, then you can know which one should be separated from which one. So it is not as if we have abandoned the presidency, because we have the firm beliefs there on proper correlation of the results. John Mahama would have won this election.
Look at that.
On proper correlation of these results, we know and we are confident about that, and we'll bring evidence to show in due course. We'll bring evidence to show that on proper correlation of the 275 constituencies, John Mahama will win the election.
And
the worst scenario will be a second round.
And sir, if for all those polling stations, say, mo agent is signing without protester, it changes the dynamics.
I agree with you entirely. And maybe Mesa was privy to some discussion we had off off air.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And that will be sad. It's sad in some circumstances. That you have say wow agent we kwa sign na fe the water chichiro we had name kran but your place is be a yan sign and no dey na e be hu ne be no so what man say minia all kasa no can say it is not unusual to make a mistake in the announcement. In fact, it is very, very unusual. It's one in 10,000s across this world. 1 in 10,000s. Do you know how that has dented our image? They are affecting your image as a country. To the extent that even the EU observers now mobile, they say that our destiny is less transparent.
Almost the coalition.
Coalition. But you see, all the problems we are having is about coalition. We are taking South, we are talking about coalition. We are also we are talking about coalition. We are friends Takwan Shoyuma, we are talking about coalition. It's kind of coalition. And even the global one that our distance was reduced by 3,000, it was a coalition center.
Ekosiisen
So we are talking about coalition. So they are right in saying, say, our election is less transparent in the coalition. And that's what we are saying. On proper coalition, transparent coalition, John Mahama is the president of this country.
Okay, Mami Musa,
I know.
You have done your coalition, Meboa. As per pink sheet ekram, why your coalition?
Yes.
Across the over 38,000 polling stations.
That's right. No, yeah, of course, all the constituencies.
Yeah.
Because we deal with constituencies
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
We deal with constituencies here.
Okay.
Yes. So
as per Mumu coalition, no, John Mahama is saying.
You see, I am not the proper person to release this information. I am in the legal department.
Okay.
There are the right people
Elections for no
who give us the details, because you have to ask them, and they'll give you the details. But I just want to assure you, say, it won't leave it open.
Asempa FM.
We are working as a party, and at the appropriate time, whatever steps that you be taking, you will see the steps. But you see, I just want to disabuse the minds of people who talk and believe in what Mesa is saying. Say, the Jai parliamentary, the Jai presidential, and you deal with parliamentary. The parliamentary
on Asempa
and the
FM.
presidential go together, even though they are separate elections. So they're separate, but they are done on the same day, the same place, by the same officials. So So this may have an effect on the order. And that is what we are saying. There are certain places that we have seen clear infractions. And we have indicated it. In fact, President Krakas and John Mahama are just about 6. But there are even more, because Krobo DNW and I say one more. So there are more that is coming up. So now we see a call Techiman South, and that Techiman South don't quite call because we send the lawyers across. Now they also want to say, Papa na video na muhu, that was just the tail end of our engagement with him. So
As I know about it.
Oh, Mesa say ye ka omua. I will see a poem say there should be peace in this country. The first person in this country is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He is the first person you see a panic chow.
Ekosiisen
Because only the first or accolade of all die be die. Okruma. So umampaye to ye ne see a pam chow. Say we are election we munya botre na mukasa mu ye.
But we are there and yet harsh word, Dodo.
Oh.
Because that has to be proven, especially in the context of an election.
Ahana ye kasano. Ahana kasano.
Yeah.
Ma popo baby na metro say problems so ana mebo.
Yeah, but
mimi gidie mu no ma wia. Mimi bi gidie mu no ma wia so o dia sa dia. Satwa mimi gidie mu de mimi so ma wia. Because you see, for example, ma good example. Akwetia woni say we need sit no.
Yeah, you want Akwetia.
The MPP presidential candidate won a Akwetia seat with difference of 5,157. Okay. No, 550.
Nanadu BT John Mahama.
5,577 difference. But we won the seat.
Parliamentary
we knew with 1,157. So what must but nobody is disputing that. So what must nobody is disputing that Akwetia both parliamentary and presidential, because we have a reason
on Asempa
to believe, say, it was genuine votes. But there are certain areas here. One who votes now, one who grant us him. But then the Okano, a baby will grump on Unipa sign. Assign. Or something that Humana shall come. We have but baby, oh man, sign. And I make it at the appropriate time. will come on. But me person
But
me
baby,
assure
Oman sign
Ghanaians.
pono, Baba. Say Oman sign with protester. Different from the Oman sign cry.
Oh.
Because the one sign cry, the law is clear. Say not more than 2 people can sign. And it's okay.
Matthias,
And the first one sign, there's a problem.
Matthias, no problem. Me, I'm not arguing on that.
Okay.
But me person me assure NDC for Zobianka Nakumatoni. You see, we are enjoying this peace because of the type of leader we have.
In John Mahama.
John Mahama. Oh, ni posture, ni demeanor, they believe in democracy and peace
Asempa
to
FM.
hold this country together. In fact, sometimes against even the feeling of some people in our own party. Say, say John Mahama and or pass no see yama asumdwenye dwumane yemfa legal way ni yentimi handle omanya. O ka say John Mahama ka bibi ankeja ntomu.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
Ankeja tom on ka say kurampo ojojo bo no kra ni ezizie. Okay, so can be
Ebisa, this whole thing, and I've read a tweet by Gabi Ochedako on Twitter, and there are a lot of people who think like him. Say, Sadia way something one to divert attention from the failings of the National Executive, and also to prepare John Mahama for 2024.
How did the National Executive fail?
So they couldn't win the presidency.
The National hold on. National Executive in one election has wrested over 36 seats from the MPP. They've not done
it didn't
anything.
win you power.
No, we believe we won. We believe we won, and our rank and file believe we won.
Oh, okay.
And young Crawford now is not winning the account. Young Crawford from, for example, Navrongo Bolgatangom we press conference showing the swap in the elections, 6,000 to 16,000. Yani it is a vote of confidence in the national because the whole national party knows I feel we NDC as a party worked, and the president worked. Baby, it's all the crown of Koda. Oh, you bet me aye. But before you yama sebe yama akakwanso. And yes, sir, and by now we should be talking about a different story. We should be talking about when you see what Felix Kwachi ni hui.
Yeah.
On say na arahoba.
And then you see.
When who say any account who ya na dia na dane.
Yeah, but I recounting
Hey,
when it is initiated from
the
polling
police,
it's allowed.
Asemi ho na fi nsuom so ya na futuru ho. Asemi ho fi nsuom so ya na futuru ho. And what I want
James Kwanabon first me Musa say Adentin among Kasa about the seat you also lost. Seat na mulusu ye no. As an among ho he.
Ona say no
seat na ye mumu seat mulusu.
Anu ya and no about 8 or 9. And
no, they are more than that.
No,
the seats the NPP won from you.
From us.
Yeah, it's close to 16.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you better check it. Those facts are facts we can tell. But 16 granny and by on 36 there. There's the
of course, we need baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From who? From one not near 106.
Yeah.
And no more
169.
169. And we are not just a near war. No, almost
63 more than you.
Yeah. So, but say, one according to what is
according to the EC.
Easier all cases here, easier and 7 Juma onim calculation ground. 137, 136.
And one independent.
One difference.
Difference here 1.
And they also take from 63. And on America it has never happened in our history. We took from 63 difference to one single one. You have a no crampon here, just any account, everybody. Senate and foregone conclusion because you can't number a them. In the Senate, 137 year, now for the 30 months out on your copper 1G at the majority seat. 30 months I had there, you winning complete with more than 1,000 votes.
Into High Court, no mobile court.
Oh, mean a can be a befaso. Say a high court to say a day, and Maraquanso, the Baji.
Yeah, but Maraquanso, it should be the
no, I do one, you asset now, you weigh your options. So what must you weigh your options? So what must you? And the American say, I will think of Massa. I would think send yanka Metesi say more is it McMenu also that they will have to look at again
Or more
at their
primaries,
primary.
yeah.
It's to tell you say you have failed as a party. In one election you drop from 63 to 1. People should be resigning by now in some parties.
When they've won the presidential.
Oh, your presidential, I want to jubilate. We are then jubilate. Even internal organs are not congratulating him. Internal organs are not congratulating because he named him say we know and you fair win. And you fair win. People for Bakate soon chimu the namu. And people for Sano Makano soon chimu the namu. Omo the idea. Yen ya motu ya tuate. So when ya motu ya tuata, would ya nukrano bo ya nukana sankono. Anubi no media
But
power no kwanda.
But it's easy to be saying some of these things. And as a lawyer,
Because
you know that
I am
the
speaking,
real job is to prove
the
it.
lawyer, as a lawyer, that's why I'm speaking and telling you, say, I have been on the ground. I was in charge of the whole of Eastern region. Let me tell you a story at Ayinsuano. You can call Ayinsuano people and tell them. When I got there, Ayinsuano, I spent about close to 11 hours. Me got down around 11:30 in the morning, in the evening. 11:30 in the evening. Me show hosta go see the next morning be 7:38 na msami free. So that's close to about 9 hours. Okay? When I got there, our people have been beaten away to the party office. TMO. And a soldier for center no here. And any police for. And the uncle for no soon to me any day, encore. And I young MPP candidate no namono OAC. And me do honor, the first thing I ask them, where is our pink sheets? So me chrono minimum so many uncle, a boy, the uncle throw be na hotel be honor. Say let's sit down. International. You die with me here with one. But 12 sheets the near. So what we do is that you call in villages no. You call no one my figures no. You calculating you winning by 234. One of come on young police station.
Coalition center.
Coalition center. So that's enough that it has emboldened our people. And by then me Eastern region for no. Were part of it, Kevo, Obibini. So we went straight to the police coalition center. Fortunately, we went and met the military men. They saw us and they allowed us in. You got now a corner video. So I feel the boxes no. The bia baba box kakra. The baba no master coalition. Masa, you didn't know your coalition. Our figure tallied with that of the electoral commission 234. Fenchum de wini. We san kanyasa me call. And I send a crop or Macogumo office no major qualitating. And Commodani we I use one this Danny and nice easy on omni.
But that one example cannot be enough proof.
I have to
say
from information that I am having on America based on that say what has happened this time. This one is worse than a stolen verdict. And at the appropriate time, we have the facts and figures no better than ever true.
That information you have, no, and go through.
Oh, but is it not
go through legal scrutiny?
Is it not early days yet? Because all cannot say 1 week, 1 week. You're about we are. It takes a electoral commission almost 72 hours to come and declare.
Yeah.
So we have 3 days out of the 7. It is now that we are going around.
It's early days, but you are alleging a stolen verdict. You are alleging thievery in the election.
From the few that I have, me on my own, from the few that I have, I'm saying that on a proper collation of what we have, John Mahama won these elections.
And you prove that in court.
As for that one, is an option that the party will decide.
Okay. Lawyer Baba Jamal.
Obi.
Ekosiisen actually high Asempa FM.
Obi.
Maman can messages kakra. We say for NDC executives to task its supporters to go out and protest against the result declared by the EC, I think it is only right for them to give us figures. that contradict what was announced by the EC. Without figures and actual fact and evidence, it opens windows for some of us to doubt the credibility of what they are saying. Baba Jamal and his team have had one good week to put things together, and he's still saying they are working on it. What exactly are they working on? If they truly believe they have won, shouldn't they have figures proving and backing his statement made? Rumors? Did he just say they don't want to go to court based on rumors? Is he saying they made the famous NDC as one
Ekosiisen
statement without
on
evidence
Asempa
and
FM.
facts to back it up? I am even confused. Shalina in Kumasi. And anyway, Abba. We say, Obi, if you lose an election and you are not satisfied, he says, with the result, there is a legitimate way of seeking justice. And this is by petitioning the court for judgment, because evidence is the rule of the game. Justice is not sought by violence, as the NDC is doing now. However, the results are clearly obvious. The NPP won. My message to JMS, quote, you use a leopard skin as an ingredient for medicine to hold off death. Had the leopard not died, would you have had access to its hide for medicine? One should not chase impossible dreams. Pythagoras' theorem. And on the way, Abba. Obi, as the saying goes, Kasatintin and Toponko, the NDC should head to court and battle their way if they really want us to enjoy our peace. Mother Ghana cannot revisit the era where chains were not on our feet and were yet not free. Kabiesi in 2nd D. This one says, Mr. Obi, kindly tell the NDC that killing a cat, proceeding on justice walk, press conferences, Yewiayan demonstrations, molesting peace council members, daring the military and the police, insulting the IGP, going to the riverside with snaps and eggs to evoke curses, vilifying the EC chair, reinventing the Achim Mafia mantra, etc., won't change anything. They should go to the Supreme Court and let's move on. This one there, we beg you on our knees. Joseph Mensah Takrade. We say, Obi, please ask Baba Jamal if he is aware Broja Jemfi signed the original collated result of 1.7 million votes, which later Yamwa Ponko came to say it was 1.4 million votes. Akin in a fair constituency. Coming through with this one.
Has he heard me talk about 1.7 or 1.4 here? Ask him.
No, here you've not.
So
Say
why
hi
is he
and
asking me?
cash,
So why is he asking me?
My
People
vote-
set their questions outside and want you to answer it here. Ask me what I have said
Okay,
here.
Obi sir. Obi, please ask Baba about the Banda election. Banda
Oh, we have
Diemo
won.
contest.
We have won. And
Yes.
with your recollection,
Yes.
still we won.
Or say the NPP won with 27 votes,
yes.
but the EC later changed it and gave it to the NPP.
Yeah, recollection, and we won. We won the first one and we won the second one.
Oh, okay.
So that
For
seat is
Banda
gone. For Banda
constituency.
constituency, that seat is gone. We're there.
Felix Sunyane was Victory Travel and Tour. And the Sunyane obviously listened to us via Storm FM. Yeah, that's it. Papa, the Baba said Banda Dieno or Mawin. It's part of the number of seats they've won in the 8th Parliament. Okro Yabua, Ewa Breman Benin, and he says, advise yourself if you want to mass up on the street for Mr. Mahama. Okay, think about yourself and not politicians if you are a youth. Message is not a dose. What we'll do at this moment. Okay, but we say, read the full text of JM's statement. He said the results had been padded in the eastern region, but Baba appears to be accepting that the correction was in order. Or am I wrong in my interpretation? Abdul Malik Kweku Bakon and on the way Abba.
And the Koko Horno.
No, on you hold up.
Kweku Bakon.
Koko Horno.
Obi.
No, sir.
I don't know why you go. Why you go?
Because the Koko Horno.
After this short break, we'll hear from Leah Massa.
Koko Horno.
Freshman capsules. A one member
Ekosiisen on
fresh coca.